Broadcasting live from sunny South Florida, and the best way to start your Saturday. This is KMA Talk Radio, life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. And now your KMA crew. The man with the scoop, William Cooper. Alex the Goat Tavella. And always telling it like it is, Honest Abe Dababneh.
I like to smoke them like the Winston Churchill. Like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar.
Good morning to all our loyal listeners, libertarians, and lovers of the leaf. Honest Abe here, and we are broadcasting KMA Live, the best way to start your Saturday. As always, I'm with my KMA crew, the man we like to call the GOAT, Alex Tavella. Our man, always bringing us news, teaser, and rumor-free, William the Scoop Cooper. And the newest addition to the KMA family, bringing us up a notch of being more sophisticated. Our man north of the border, the surgeon, John McTavish.
Morning, gentlemen.
It's definitely a notch up from our last dedicated co-host.
Yes, we've gone up a notch.
Yeah.
Yes,
intelligence. The average IQ score has skyrocketed.
Oh, wow. Appreciate some kind words this morning. I'm really have to bring my A game.
That's fair to say, Abe, right? The average IQ score has skyrocketed since the last
skyrocketed. Oh, Gary Brooks.
Listen, by the way, we need you to know something. We need you, Abe Dababneh, to know something. You didn't tell one of us that you weren't doing the show last week.
I know. I saw your comment. I swore I commented somewhere.
It was just one of them things where I'm sure we assumed we talked and
you were taking a trip. We just didn't know when.
I didn't know if you were bringing laptop. Usually you do, or you'll tell me, nah, I can't. I'm just going to go.
No, we were in Busch Gardens that morning, which by the way, was my first visit that I can recall. I mean, I think maybe my parents took me when I was probably less than 10 years old in one of our drives down to Florida. But it was, I would count it as my first trip. And of course, my family's first trip to Busch Gardens. And I got to tell you what, we really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it.
Nice. How would it fare for me?
Was it?
How would it fare for me?
I'm going to tell you what made it cool. It's a much more laid back and pressure park than the other parks that you might go to, but it's and I really didn't think I would be interested in this going in, but I ended up liking it pretty much the most. Just think of an amazing zoo that has great rides in it. And that's what it is. I mean, they have great animal experiences, which I wasn't really interested in booking any, but it came part of the tour that we got, and we ended up enjoying the hell out of it. I mean, let me see here.
Nice.
So that's my question. Good for a 10-year-old, good for a 5-year-old.
Yes. I mean, this
what I'm asking.
Is feeding a giraffe.
Oh, nice. Cool.
That's super cool.
Nice.
Bro,
cool.
I've never been that close to a giraffe.
I'm going to tell you something. I never really realized how beautiful. You just don't think of giraffes. I mean, giraffes are just one of those animals. You get lions, gorillas. Dude, they're one of the most prettiest animals I've ever seen.
I agree.
They are gorgeous. They got lashes like about that long on their eyes. I mean, they're gorgeous animals, and they were really friendly. And we spent a lot of time with this guy here, and the animal part was kind of cool. So, is it something I'd rush to go back to? Probably not, but it was fun, and we really enjoyed it. So it was kind of a nice little surprise to our trip.
What was everyone's favorite exhibit?
So I'm going to tell you what. So obviously everybody loved the giraffe because we got really up close. The gorillas were cool. But I think what everybody really enjoyed, because you don't really think of this animal, and then when you see it up close, you're like, holy fuck, the hippopotamuses.
Oh, dude,
let me tell you something.
Scary, right?
They are massive. And
more dangerous than most of the shit we're afraid of.
They kill more people,
I believe, out there. They will crush anything.
And we'll kill you. We'll chase you to kill you.
So they got this water tank, and you walk into this like room, and the water's probably maybe your neck level, and then so you can see them up on land. But when these massive animals get in the water and they just start floating, I mean, they will push off the ground and they just float.
Yeah.
Like, I think everybody was like most awed by that when they first saw it. That's kind of when I knew that was, I think, the first animal thing we kind of saw walking through there. And when everybody freaked out, because we took one of my daughter's best friends. So, they're both 18. And when they both freaked out, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a good thing. And it's really cool because, when they want to attack or pounce on something, they literally run on the floor of the water, then jump out to attack.
Have you seen the videos of them literally chasing a powerboat, and the powerboat is struggling to stay ahead of a hippo?
To get away. Yes, man. Yes.
Multi-ton animal going at 35, 40 miles an hour in the
water.
In the water. It's amazing.
I mean, wow. Yeah.
It was definitely cool. Definitely cool to see.
Did they do the watermelon thing where they throw the watermelon? Oh, sorry.
Forget about the people. Even if he gets a chomp of the boat, he's going to severely damage the boat.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. And then we did this safari thing where all of us, I think it was one other group, got in the back of this huge truck, and you're just standing in the back of the truck, and they're just driving you through the safari. They're different regions, and that's where the giraffe walked up to us.
I've seen some videos, obviously not in Busch Gardens, but in Africa, where a guy, it couldn't have been Africa, it must have been India. There was a tiger, and you don't see the tiger in the bush. And it was one of those big safari trucks, right? So you're thinking, guys up 10 feet, no big deal.
Oh,
and you
no.
don't see the tiger. And then it comes out, and in a moment, it leaps almost the entire height of the thing and just misses him. And I'm like, okay, I'm definitely standing in the middle of the safari truck if I do the safari. That's crazy.
Yeah, you don't want to be hanging over the edge.
No.
But yeah, it was a cool trip. It was my first time in St. Pete, I think. I mean, I think I might have driven through it, or when I think I had a couple of advisory board meetings with Davidoff at Pinellas Park, so I might have, stopped in to have dinner with them there or something. But it was the first time really visiting St. Pete as a tourist, and it was kind of nice. I kind of liked the other coast. It was a nice, like, quick family trip for us because we were supposed to be overseas in June, and we had to cancel that trip because everything that was going on in the Middle East. So
same with I was supposed to go back to the United Emirates.
Yeah, so it became a little St. Pete excursion. So it was fun. It was cool. What are you guys smoking this morning? And our fans out there, what are you guys lighting up for today's KMA episode?
Well,
John?
I'm starting out. Go ahead, John. Yeah,
sorry, didn't mean to jump on your toes there.
No, I didn't see. I didn't see you had the cigar. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. So I got my little Hive box from Blackworks Studio, and I'm like, you know what? I know Cooper. We're on the opposite sides when it comes to Lanceros, but I saw the Killer Bee Lancero in there, and I was like, Killer Bee Lancero, what a great way to start the morning.
So I got the Casa Crio Ascend. This is my first time having it, and I'm lighting it up with. I happen to get my hands on one of these Perdomo Pro Flame lighters. So,
nice.
So cool.
Yeah,
we talk about those all the time. I love that. I gotta. Abe's gonna see an order come through. I'm gonna get one of those lighters.
Yeah, they are great.
I actually took one from the trade show, and I was there. I made Arthur give me one because they had a color that literally matches this phone exactly.
Oh, I saw that color.
Right.
Yeah. I have
the
blue.
So I took it because it literally matched my phone. And let me tell you something.
Wawa coffee. Again.
It's been, I've been abusing the shit out of it. It's been a sturdy lighter.
It's very sturdy. And like I said, I really like the way it feels in my hand too. It's got that curvature, and it's just really easy. Yep. It's not a flat flame. It's more of they call it a wide flame, and that's exactly what it is.
It's not a flat flame. It's not a torch. It's kind of like this. Yeah, you're right. It's like a cone flame,
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Very fat.
Yep.
Alex,
you got a good accessory story. That's my favorite line, Cooper. So I'm excited for that. I'm smoking my Wawa coffee, but I'm actually kind of excited. I just randomly happened to see them in West Palm last night. They had a box of Triunfador Lanceros in there, of which I grabbed myself a few immediately. Oh,
it's
also
Lancero
smoked
morning.
a Tat Black 20th last night, which was excellent.
Is that the Lancero or is that the Cazadors? It looks a little thicker.
Lancero is on the band.
Okay, that's what it is.
It does look thicker, though. I wouldn't have called it a Lancero.
Because they have a Cazadors out. That's why I was mentioning.
Yeah, Cazadors are nice.
But
it's a Lancero morning.
This is a Lancero morning. How far out are you, Abe?
How far out? For this room?
Yeah.
Further than I'd like to admit. I had two guys. I've had two AC guys come to look and decide what
just because they're excited don't mean they can do it, huh?
Do it.
No, fucking neither one of them has gotten back to you with a quote.
Yeah.
Really?
Swear to God.
Dude, contractors, man. Like, talk about mañana, like just the slowest moving people in the world.
Listen, Abe, I'll give you credit because I stand by it. It's a universal truth, and I got it from you. Good, fast, or cheap. You get 2 out of 3.
Yeah, right? Triangle Troop, baby.
Yep. Price, speed, and quality. 2 out of 3. It is a universal truth. But two different people completely, and neither one of them is in a rush to give me back a quote. Let me tell you something. It ain't a small job. I'm talking about putting a whole unit in.
Right. It's a nice size dry. It's not a little shit. I don't feel like wasting my Saturday for a couple bucks. It's a good job. It's a real job. Mind-boggling.
So, yeah. And, Brandy's in Orlando, and I do have my Rabbit Air right there. And I really almost contemplated, but But I also had a tooth pulled the other day, so I figured.
No, you know, don't mess.
Yeah,
with
yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've been
The
holding off.
problem is
Wait
still,
up,
even with
yes.
just after the fact, like you don't have a window to open it up and just let it air out after the fact. You got to just leave the door open and let it air out through the house.
No.
The
no.
rabbit air will get most of it out.
Shit.
I mean, I've done it. I've tested it at home.
Can you remind Carlos, Abe?
Which put a reminder in
It's
right
not
now.
coming. We have it. Not that anybody doesn't know, but we have it.
Yeah, I know.
I've already
California is
reviewed
not
it.
coming soon.
That's how out it is. It's actually made its way up to Canada, and I reviewed it already. That's how out it is.
Nice.
Okay, I've added it.
Oops, I turned on my mic too soon. I was adding a reminder to my phone. There you go. If I don't do it now, I'll never remember.
That's the one thing I use my voice stuff for all the time. Like my wife will say, you know, hey, we got this, and I just look at her, and she's like, add it to the calendar. I'm like, add it to the calendar, babe. You tell me, you might as well be talking to the wall, because in 5 minutes I am not going to remember we had this conversation. And in fact, just a weekend ago, I added it to the calendar, and she's like, you getting ready? I'm like, for what? She's like, we got the thing this afternoon. I'm like, oh. She's like, you added it to the calendar. I'm like, I know, but I didn't even look at the calendar.
Let me tell you,
have a calendar.
Let me tell you one accessory that we have added to our home that has been fantastic is the Amazon Echo Show 21-inch. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a 21-inch TV. It's an Amazon. It has Alexa, but you could put your calendar on it. You could set it sits in my kitchen. Yeah. It's like a little TV in my kitchen. It'll go off when there's reminders. It has the calendar that it's in the kitchen, you know, so it's not on my phone. I don't have to check my phone. That shit goes off in the house. Somebody rings the doorbell, it goes off. Let's know, you know what I mean? Because that's something I didn't realize too, especially with my dad living here. He's 75. He's not a phone guy. You know, for me, yeah, my ring, the blink doorbell, somebody rings the doorbell, I get a fucking text. Like, you know, he ain't by it. He's like, what do you mean? The doorbells don't make no fucking noise. They just all go to your phones now. Yeah. But through that, it'll actually chime throughout the house. Someone's at the doorbell.
Unless you have an early warning detector of a dog. So my dog usually catches them as they come up the steps.
Let me tell you something. I got an electric car, right? And I pull up in the driveway, and I haven't even gotten out of the car yet, and I hear them already barking. They know I'm home. It's mind-boggling.
So it's funny you bring that up because sorry. It's funny you bring that up because so my wife mentioned, you know, she freaks out. She can hear you pull into the driveway, not open the garage door, pull into the driveway.
Yeah.
And then it happened to me. We were downstairs with her, and she just starts losing it, and she goes bolting up the stairs. I'm like, well, I guess mom's home. And I didn't hear the garage. No alerts went off, but she heard the car coming into the driveway. She knows what the sound of our car sounds like, and she knows it's mom. It's like,
I'll tell you one better.
Crazy.
Oh,
they've already learned, you know, if you have Ring, you know, the sound that your phone makes when someone's in the ring.
Yes.
They know it's the door. We can
yes.
When they hear that ring on the phone, they start running towards the door barking.
We had to change it to a vibrate because she was associating the sound and so when I had a ringtone that was similar to that go off, she went running for the door. I'm like, okay, we need to nip this in the bud because we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
So I'll keep this brief. I used to feel the same way, Greg. I couldn't understand why anybody would want one. I said I would never get one. But I've been a Cadillac Escalade guy for decades now. And when I saw they were making the IQ, I got that truck. I don't think I'll ever go back to a gas engine again. So there's that.
But you stuck with Cadillac, so I'm happy. So that's good.
What is that?
You stuck with Cadillac. I love Cadillac.
Yeah, I've been a Cadillac guy, God, for over 30 years now.
My dad was a Cadillac guy, yes.
Yeah, I just go from one Cadillac to another. But, you know, ever since we had kids now, it's just strictly Escalades now.
They aren't practical for me, though, is the issue. I agree. I would love to have...
What, the electric?
The electric, because if I do the long drives...
Yeah, Coop does a lot of road trips.
So I'm just going to tell you something. First off, well, the smaller cars may be a problem. My car gets 455 miles to a charge, okay? So it's literally like a full tank of gas.
Right.
And now all electronics, like you want to plan a road trip, the car will tell you where to stop.
Oh, that's nice.
You know, and you know, when you fast charge, like you can full tank fast charge on when you're traveling, you kind of are almost paying gas prices at that point. But it'll fully charge your car like in 30 minutes. So you plan your lunch or your bathroom break to get, somewhere, you could charge your car up. It's not. We drove to Tampa and back on my car. We drove from here to Tampa to Miami and then back. And it's really not that hard anymore, Coop. Maybe when they first came out, we went to the hotel. The hotel had a charging station, and they took it downstairs and charged it while we were staying in a hotel overnight. So it's not really that hard, and especially on the bigger cars like my car, where you get 455 miles to the charge. I got 780 horsepower in my car.
That's nice.
I mean, it goes 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. So
torque on the EVs are. They'll whip your head back, yeah.
I haven't been to a gas station for over a year now, and it costs me electrically about $60 to $70 for a whole month to charge a car. So you tell me, why would I want to go back to an engine?
I have a hybrid. We have a hybrid. My wife's got the hybrid, I should say, and we like the hybrid. Because you don't have to worry about charging, and you get. We could drive that hybrid from Charlotte to Orlando without filling up.
It's just so nice that I don't have to worry about when to get gas. I come home, the charger is right next to where my car is parked.
So you have something at the house, which is helpful.
Of course. You got to, yeah. So, and I just come home, and I could be at 38% left, and overnight it'll be full.
Not a cheap car, AB, though, by the way, the IQ. Is it worth, do you feel like, because it is significantly more expensive, but you feel you got your money's worth already out of it?
One of my favorite cars, and I'm not a car guy. Like, I don't get a car. Oh, look at my car I got. I really look at cars as just, this is my car. It's a vehicle. I don't, we got about
mode of transportation.
Yeah, my favorite car that I've had.
Nice. Good for you.
I love this car. There's so many, like, insignificant features that are really useful. So, like, what my family likes to do, it's our little thing. Like, if we're going to, or if we're driving 30, 40 minutes to go out to dinner or Miami, we actually have a box of trivia cards, and we play trivia during the drive. And the Cadillac has this fucking button, this sound system. And I just realized it because we took my wife's car to St. Pete, and the whole ride, you're like, what? Between the people that are all the way in the back and you're in the front, and you can't hear each other. There's microphones throughout the car and then speakers in your headsets.
Nice.
When you talk, you hear the people in the back like they're right next to you. It's microphoning everybody's conversations. It's just stupid features like that. So no, I'm super happy with this car. And being that it's the first generation, because I'm probably, I lease my cars to the company. I'm probably going to lease by the time I get my next lease, they'll probably have upgrades and stuff like that.
Sure.
The only thing that kind of pissed me off, because I have a size 16 foot, is you figure in these types of cars.
Oh, you have a bigger pedal.
No, it's not that. But every time I've always gotten an Escalade before or whatever, I always have to get the retractable steps that come in and out, when you get in that truck. Because the reason why you need the retractable ones, because the retractable ones come out further away from the truck, so your foot can sit it. This beautiful luxury car didn't have any retractable.
That's weird because it's on all the pickup trucks. You'd think
it's on everything. So all they had was the ones that are attached to the car, which really like gives you like a 6-inch. Yeah. By the time you put your foot down and try to clear the curvature of the car, you got like 6 inches. So that's the only thing. But I'll guarantee you on the next version, when they redo some upgrades, that'll be something they'll do.
We're stuck because we're kind of the perfect household for an electric vehicle. Like, most of the driving we do is just to work or short trips around the city. But we vacillate between, because it's in Alberta, everything is like 4+ hours away, or it's 40 minutes away, and there's no in between. So like we're gonna have to do a road trip partway through this month, and it's 6.5 hours away. And so like if we want to go to her dad's cabin, it's 9 hours away. And so it's like, well, we almost need 2 vehicles at that point. You know what I mean? Like, we need a long range vehicle and we need an in-city vehicle. But like for the city stuff, we're perfect for an EV. And, the guys for the solar have been hounding us for like 2 years. And I'm like, well, the only time it makes sense to have solar is if we have an EV, and we don't have an EV. So, maybe next time.
Wow.
But yeah, if you have
It's like
solar,
a-
I mean,
it's like,
God, then you're paying nothing.
It's like Tom Pauser. Tom Pauser's got to take like an 18-hour trip on a ferry to get an oil change for his car.
Right.
From Juneau, Alaska.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy when you're in a densely populated area and the next city is, 30 minutes away, but like literally the closest city to us is Edmonton, and Edmonton is like 3 to 3.5 hours away. And so you could do that in an EV, and there's plenty of EV charging stations back and forth, but like that's the closest city. Everything else is like, 6-7 hours plus.
So let me ask you a question, because, it's funny because I go out, like coming back from St. Pete, we actually passed by where Paul lives. And I'm like, dude, he lives like in bumblefuck Egypt, like nowhere. You literally look across this complex, it's nothing, just fields forever. And I think they're building shit there. I think they're trying to build an AI plant there. So I always wonder about people who choose to live that way. Did you grow up living like that? Like where you were like, rural and like 3 hours away from the next city, or did you just end up happening as an adult?
That's
I don't think I could handle it.
Yeah. Well, so the funny thing is, I was born in Toronto, which is like the second largest. Actually, no, it's the largest city in Canada. But I moved when I was very young, and I grew up in a small town, and then I've really lived in cities my whole life. It's just the way the population centers work in Canada is that like 90% of the population of Canada is concentrated into 4 cities. So you essentially have all of this population in the city, and then the next city, like if I were to drive to Vancouver, it's like 14 hours, right? Like I'm not driving to Vancouver, not anymore anyways. So, the next closest places are these tiny little towns, and the towns are like, 4 hours away or 3 hours away or 6 hours away, because nobody lives there, because it's, everyone lives in the big cities. That's what you do.
So basically in Canada, your choice is either live in the big city or live out in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's no
pretty much.
There's no like suburbs or anything like that.
No, well, the suburbs are just parts of the city. So the city just like, I call it little Houston, because it's really like, people like, didn't you find it hard driving in Houston? I'm like, no, it felt like driving in Calgary, just like with an extra 40 minutes. So like, everything is like, a buddy will say, hey, you want to go for a beer? And I'm like, maybe. Where are we going for a beer? And he'll say this place. I'm like, dude, that's 45 minutes away. It's 45 minutes to get there. We're going to have a beer, and then it's 45 minutes to come home. So you're talking an hour and a half to have a beer with you. Let's pick someone a little closer. Because, literally get on the ring road.
You have a beer, like go out and have a beer. How far do you have to travel just to go have a beer out somewhere?
Well, so there's tons and tons of places near me. The problem is that because of the size of the city, there's 4 quadrants. And so I have buddies who are literally close to an hour away, because I'm in the furthest part of the northwest of the city. Like literally, I kid you not, the city limits, I could throw a baseball and it'd be out of the city limits. That's how on the city limits we are. And he is in the southeast corner of the city. So even on the ring road, you can do 90 miles an hour on the ring road. Like you can just book it. I'm going to be doing 90 miles an hour on the ring road for 45 minutes to get to his house. And it's like, dude, I love you, but you are on the furthest point away in the city from me. It's got to be a whole evening, or like we go over there for football or something like that. I'm there for the day, because I'm not going there for an hour and then turning around and getting home. It's too much. So everything is kind of measured on time, not measured on distance.
Crazy.
Yeah. That's why when you go somewhere to hang out, you kind of plan to be there for 3 or 4 hours, because you're like, dude, I don't want to drive in traffic again.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine like if you had to do like a little run for something, the drive there and back is way longer than it took you to do a little run.
Well, and that's why, it is a little bit like the suburbs. Like our community has everything. I got a Walmart 5 minutes away. I got a Costco 15 minutes away. I got 3 grocery stores 5 minutes away. There's like every great restaurant. We were worried actually when we moved from the southwest to the northwest. I'm like, we're going to lose all our good restaurants. there's great restaurants up here. There's like tons of really good restaurants. I'm like, okay, like we're 5-10 minutes away from everything we need. I don't have to worry about getting in the car for 25 minutes. It's nice. Even the movie theater is like 10 minutes. There's 2 movie theaters, 10 minutes and 12 minutes away. So, yeah, it's not bad.
Well, while we have time for the break, that's funny.
That is funny.
While we have time before the break, I'd like to touch on.
We got a half hour before the break, Abe.
Yeah, I know, but this could
go on.
This could be an in-depth conversation.
Oh, are we dropping it?
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about Alex's post he made. Alex went on I like the disclaimer that he felt like he had.
You like that?
You did a great job, Alex.
Do you want me to read it in case people didn't know?
Sure, go ahead.
Should I try to read it like in your voice, or
I would? I think we would enjoy that, Abe. I think
let's
we would
do that.
enjoy
Yeah.
Actually,
Abe's reads.
I'm gonna solo you for this.
Hold on, wait, don't solo me yet. I gotta get to your.
Right.
I gotta get to your point, your post.
It's gonna be an enjoyable moment for all of us.
I hope you didn't post a lot since then. Oh, that's a great picture, man. That's a great picture. He's got his finger on the trigger. He's got his finger on the trigger, bro.
Dude, he's got great gun control, doesn't he, man?
Yeah,
he's got great.
Oh my God!
Even I know that one.
Have you posted that much? I guess it's been a couple of days.
No.
Don't get soccer got involved. Don't get soccer got. Oh no, you're looking at the.
He's looking at the feed. Yeah, it's 3 posts back.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. No, this was before 5 days ago.
No. It's 2 days ago.
Yeah, well, hold on. The first
Facebook
post
probably scrolled right
Facebook
by it because it looks small, Abe. Yeah, it's shrunk up because it was just text.
Yeah.
I think Facebook does that intentionally.
Oh yeah, here we go. I got it. Okay, so here's Alex's post.
Here we go.
Just so you know, the opinions of this thread are my own and do not reflect the opinions or positions of Smoke Inn. Cigar manufacturers, just raise your fucking prices. We don't need a 30-page bullshit dissertation on how you're a poor farmer who must raise your prices to survive. Nobody believes you. We don't need your tariff calculations and costs of goods. Please, just raise your fucking prices. You make a luxury product, prices go up. Rolex doesn't explain their prices. Neither does Mercedes-Benz, Hyundai, for that matter. Consumers, grow the fuck up, will you? Stop treating manufacturers like they deserve a Nobel Prize because they gave you some bullshit story why they had to raise their prices. Your favorite manufacturer is neither a superhero nor a poor farmer. This is a goods and services games, and sometimes the price of shit goes up. So spare me the bullshit and sob story and just tell me the fucking price. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I tried to get the head mannerisms because you're a head guy.
I did.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good attitude. Loved it.
Hey, Gary Brooks. Gary Brooks. Yes, I did. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
But this has been going on for 6 months now. Like I would say,
is it me or everybody?
Absolutely.
What? You or everybody? What? I think it's just you because I don't think Abe stayed. You're.
It must be just me. As long as it's just me, everybody froze up for.
You're coming back though. You're coming back. You're coming back. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, John.
Yeah. It's been 6 months. Like it's literally been 6+ months of almost weekly. I see a post from somebody with like a 3-page dissertation on tariffs, and like I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to educate people. Here's the thing. If you want to be educated, you could just Google tariffs. There's a Wikipedia that'll break it down for you. There's lots of different places you can read about it. I don't know that people posting their 3-page breakdown on how tariffs work and what HR 101B, 2C, 3B, that's lost on most people. I just don't think you're going to be able to. Yeah, there you go.
I just saw that. That's hilarious.
I mean,
but listen, here's the reality. Here's the reality. And I'm not talking about the media that covers it. Right?
That's another thing which doesn't cover it.
You're not. It's not educating people. Okay, it's a piece of marketing material. Okay, that's what it is.
Totally.
When I give you my entire tariff breakdown of why, it's a piece of marketing material. Cool. Spare me the marketing material. Just raise the fucking price. It's the only industry where I have to get dissertations on why prices are.
That was my
You know what I
point,
mean?
Alex. It's the only industry. Why do we have to get these dissertations all the time? Yes.
I don't know who started this trend because I've been in this industry 30 years, and a price increase wasn't even newsworthy.
Yep.
When I got in this industry, and all of a sudden, not only become newsworthy where people reported. I don't know if that's what caused it. I don't know if people if because prices. Listen, half the times in my early career, there'd be a price increase, and none of the consumers even notice. They come to the register, and, buy their cigar and walk out, and they didn't even know.
There still is.
Yeah,
there still is. Not everybody fucking makes the news about it.
Maybe the cause that people started reporting price increases and making it public, that they started to feel like they had to respond with an explanation of why the price. Because you're right.
There's only one publication that's done that. It's Half Wheel. No,
and
I'm not
just talking about covering, Coop, but even when you covered it, there's always these announcements of why.
Yeah, and I was saying, I want to have accurate pricing for other reasons, not to report the increase. But when we review a cigar, we need to have the price of it, right? I'm not really interested because, again, I don't see other industries do this. Maybe occasionally you hear Starbucks say they're raising the price of a cup of coffee or something, but yeah.
What's the two most important things, Coop?
Price,
and has it shipped? Can I buy it?
Yeah, those are the two things we want to know. Like,
those are the two things you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's another worthless piece of news as well, as far as I'm concerned.
You know what? Every time I see one of those articles, you know what I say, and I have to believe everybody says it. You say, "Oh, must be a slow week in news." That's all they got to fucking put out.
I am like John will tell you because we're on some message threads. I don't want to cover this stuff anymore. I get totally frustrated with this stuff. Yes.
I liked Greg Kelly's quote.
I'm the same note too. I think it's equally to how I don't see any other industry have to fucking do a doctoral thesis, on a price increase. I think the consumers are the most bitchiest in our industry. Outside of gas, I've never heard so many people making news, whining, and crying when there's a price increase. Because for me as a retailer and the consumer, it's a very fucking simple equation. If I really want it, I just accept the price increase. If it really, I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. If it's more than I'm willing to spend, I find something else to enjoy. It's a simple fucking equation.
Yeah. Gas is different, Abe. That's a commodity. That's a traded commodity. So I
didn't say it wasn't different. But I'm saying is like, I think that's the only other thing in my life I constantly hear.
Yeah.
People talk about pricing. These are just cigars, and I think consumers make a big deal about it. I don't understand why.
Greg Kelly had a.
Really think cigars are exempt from every other product in the universe that has a price increase?
And it's got to be the story. Like Alex nailed it on the head. Why does it have to be this explanation? Guess what? Inflation happens. Costs go up. End. There's nothing more to talk about this.
Greg Kelly had the great comment. He said, let's talk about Canadian prices for cigars and compare.
Start your post,
right?
Let me tell you from the guy who actually pays the tariffs. No, I paid the fucking tariffs when I bought your cigar. I paid the tariffs.
Good.
The money you made that you cut the check came from the money that I spent on your fucking cigars. I paid the tariffs.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you from the person that actually paid. Shut the fuck up.
But this is going to be an interesting week.
I don't give a fuck. You know what? Please don't get me started because I'll fucking rant. I'll curse everybody out.
This is not something that's widely reported by media.
If I had it set up, I would have played those lines and go, ooh, like on the TV. I wish I had it set up. It would have been perfect timing. Technical issues. Right before an Alex explosion.
But that's just par for the course. Let me tell you, peasants, why you don't understand the way things work, and I'll give you your baby version so
Alex,
so the peons can understand.
Say it about any man.
And thank you for being so transparent. Thank you so much.
Hold on, but let me just bring this point to you. Okay. And I think this is for any manufacturer of this particular situation, right? That's created by the consumers.
Yes.
They feed into the bullshit. They feed in the story. They give them that sense of super self-worth. And for what? I have no idea. And my favorite part is, especially somebody who's been in the industry 30 years, is when a manufacturer tries to break down his extremely low margin or when like, I've been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah,
I can tell you roughly what you're paying for any cigar you fucking make.
Right down to the tobacco levels.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're telling me, it's like, and I think it's to the point where some of them just believe in their own rhetoric. Like, I don't even think they're trying to gaslight anymore. They just believe the rhetoric that they're spewing. But these guys have these, is Alex's favorite word, sycophants that just eat it all up and make them feel like they're incredible. And, oh, thank you for sharing and da-da-da-da. And it's been going on for a while.
Listen, here's the thing. Like, look, save the theatrics, and I'm fine with those. Save the theatrics for, the bale of tobacco that you found that's been sitting for 50 years. Like, save it for that. give me all that. I'll take all that. Economics, man, just give me the fucking price. No, fucking Purdue doesn't make a commercial when the price of chicken goes up. Just give me the fucking price.
Every time I'm down in the States buying cigars, and I would say more than 50% of the time I'm down in the States buying cigars at retail, I've had the guy at the till talk about, he's like, oh yeah, those went up 50 cents or whatever from tax. And I look at him, I'm like, and I've literally said, I don't give a shit. And it's like, dude, I'm from Canada. Do you know how much this cigar costs in Canada?
Right.
Your 50 cents or 75 cents is absolutely meaningless to me. It is literally a rounding error in my brain in terms of the price. And it's just, to me, if I can buy a cigar for $12 or $15, dude, like I've already won the lottery. Like that's such a break for me. You have no idea. Yeah.
I agree with Gary Brooks. Gas is one of those things. And listen,
don't even get me started.
And I could tell you, this is going back to high school where there were days where like, hey, I'd go to all my friends. You got a quarter I could borrow? You got a quarter I could borrow? You got a quarter I could borrow? Just to fucking muster up $6 to put some gas in the car. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those things that no matter what, I'm buying the gas. There's never going to be a day where I'm like, oh, gas is too expensive. I can't buy I can't get to work. I can't get home. I can't do shit. I'm buying the gas. He's right. I mean, you're buying the gas. And typically, especially back in those days, I was too stupid to have the luxury to shop around and see maybe who had the best gas prices, because I typically wait till the thing is literally below the fucking F line. We're like, I gotta get gas. Where's the nearest gas station?
Yeah, the funny thing about the gas conversation, I just messaged Gary there. I said, I'm literally in the Texas of Canada. We drill, refine, and ship gasoline product from like 100 miles, 150 miles from where I'm sitting right now. Like this is where it comes from. This is where it comes from for the entire country. And our equivalent price, I think, is like $7.15 or $7.20 a gallon, roughly. Yeah. And like that's the normal price. That's what I pay. So, you get immune to it. You're like, whatever, dude. Gas went up another 20 cents or 30 cents a gallon. Okay, whatever. Got to fill the car.
The other thing is, have we really seen the cigar? Like when there's a price increase on a cigar, it's not like the gas prices, which doubled in some cases, right?
Yeah, your cigar's not going up $2.
Your cigar, it's going up 15 cents, and we're making a story out of it.
And let me just tell you something.
Yeah.
If you're one of those manufacturers who your sticks are priced at, $7, $8, at 50 cents or 40, 30 cents price increase, it's one thing, and your margin. But some of these guys are making fucking selling $15, $16, $12, $14 cigars, and they really feel like they need to go and do a dissertation for a 20% price increase. It's just like ridiculous.
Product goes up
first. Yeah. Was it the media? Was it the manufacturers reporting on it? But I agree with Alex, man. Just raise the price.
I mean, the thing that blows me away, and of course, consumers don't pay attention to this, but we do in media, is that for a lot of these companies, like I remember the last time we had a price increase last year, and there were companies who hadn't done a price increase for like 2 or 3 years. So they've been sitting on and eating material cost increases and labor cost increases because they've literally been wringing their hand going, I don't know if we want to raise our price 5% or whatever to offset that cost. It's like, dude, you have to raise your price because the cost of goods and everything has gone up. But like, they're like, oh, I don't know if the consumer's going to take a 30-cent price increase. Dude, just raise the cost. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to tell you a quick story. There's a smoothie shop right by me over here by the gym. I go to it all the time after gym, get my protein shake. It's a small guy. I've gotten to know him. Nice place, but he's kind of struggling. He's doing all right. It's a smoothie shop. Now, Abe, you're used to Juiceberry, right?
I used to go to Juiceberry a lot, yeah.
Yeah, a fucking protein shake at Juiceberry. By the time you're done, it's $18, $19 before you tip the girl.
Yeah.
This guy's place, I walk out, I get the same shake. It's like $13 after I tip the girl. I told the guy, because he's struggling, I said, bro, listen, if you raised your prices $1, I wouldn't care. You're still $4 cheaper than Juiceberry. I'm just telling you as a consumer,
right? Because
I want you to be here selfishly. I don't want you to go under because I wouldn't care if you raise your prices $1 because you're still my best bet in the market. It's not always, oh my God, prices went up. Like, yeah, shit goes up, man. I got to pay for it too. I buy my cigars too, in case anybody doesn't know. So when it goes up, I feel it too. All right, it went up. Fuck, smoke something cheaper, smoke something more expensive. That's what happens. And manufacturers, just spare me your marketing material.
Yes,
it's marketing material, and we all know.
Yeah, I haven't read it since the day you posted. I had so many new comments. I gotta do a little read after the show today.
I mean, it's almost like why it would be the same as us being like, hey, everyone, making a post and smoking just so everyone knows, according to the Times, we got a Perdomo price increase today, so please, don't hate. We're just a small business trying to get by, but the price.
We raised the price on TGS tickets a few times over the years. I mean, over 20 years, it wasn't a lot of raises, but never sat down and explained it. My philosophy is, I mean, first off, just the cost of everything goes up. But my philosophy is that when you get there, you have a great time. You're not worried if a ticket went up $15.
Exactly.
And you're in the value you've gotten out of that is
the
incredible.
Value.
Yeah.
Here's the reality. Here's the reality of I don't care if it's a product. I don't care if it's an event. I don't care whatever it is. If you're paying the same price for something that you paid the same price for 5 years ago, you're getting less of something. You're getting less of something.
Absolutely.
Either the price had to go up or the value of what you're getting had to go
100%.
down because everything is more expensive.
So that's the truth,
the same
baby.
Price of something, you're getting less of something. It just is. This is the world.
Yeah, and my only point on the whole pricing thing is I said, generally, I think without exception, the only time I'm critical on price is when it's a premium or super premium. So we're talking, $20, $25, $30, $35. And the only time I'm critical is you put out a $35 cigar and it's got a tight draw and it doesn't burn properly. I am going to be critical because my question becomes, okay, bro, you put out a $35 cigar. At that point, you're your own worst enemy because the threshold is it has to be perfect because I can go and buy a $10 or $15 cigar or I can buy a JRE cigar for less than $10. And I know that cigar is perfect every single time. You come out with a super premium. Unfortunately, there's no wiggle room. Like there's no the draw's a little wrong. It's like, dude, it's $35. Yeah. It has to be perfect.
I agree.
I mean, listen, for me, and my gauge is, okay, this is a $35 cigar. Tell me why I'm smoking this and I'm not smoking a Padron 45. Tell me why.
Right.
If I'm spending 30, I need to, and listen, there are whys. There are definitely whys. Yes. Okay. $35. I'm okay with that. There are some cigars that fit that. I'm okay with paying high prices for a high cigar, if it fits the bill. To me, and then maybe this was an old retail thing, but look, I'm okay with spending $50 on $100 on a steak at a good steakhouse. I'm going to spend a lot more time with my cigar than I am eating that steak. Yeah. That steak will be gone in 20 minutes. My cigar is at least going to last me an hour and a half.
Here's a perfect example. Okay. Why, and I always find this, why are consumers so concerned about how a cost comes up? You pay 90% of the shit you pay for in life everywhere. You have you buy a fucking fashion t-shirt, fucking costs $3. You're paying $90 for.
Right.
And they want to worry about a guy in the box and how they've calculated things. Here's a great story. We have a couple annual events that have died off over the years for different reasons. One of them because people kept getting hospitalized, and the other one was the excitement of it just faded out. But one of them used to be the Smoking Series of Poker. Okay. And at the Smoking Series of Poker, I'm going by memory, but I think your buy-in was $250.
It was that much.
No, it was $250. It's $250. Yeah. But when you got to your table, and there was only 150 players, okay? When you
That's
got
where I was thinking 150.
Yes. When you got to your table, there was over a $300 package of cigars. So if you drew a state table, you got there, they had made a whole mountain of shit that you took home. That was technically your buy-in.
Price. Yeah, that's your entry.
Got
Right
all
there.
the value of your buy-in back for free. Okay? And the grand prize, there was like some other prizes where you got gift cards, but the grand prize was we flew you out to Vegas for 4 days and 3 nights, and we paid the $10,000 buy-in to the World Series of Poker main event.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we did this for years. So, and it really attracted a lot of people. What happened was it started attracting people who weren't my consumers because guys were looking at this as I could pay $250 and have a 1 in 50 chance of getting in the big game.
You know what happened, Abe? It's when bar poker started. It's
Was
when
that?
bar poker. It's when bar
Probably.
pokers, because we said the poker guys now right now it was half of it was just
What
poker
happened
guys
was
looking to
we
get
had
a
all
seat.
these guys that weren't consumers. They weren't consumers, and they would come to try to do this, and we ended up having more non-cigar people than we had cigar people, and they would be in masks, and they'd come and they'd get their package, and they would stand in the doorway. Anyone want to buy my package for $100? Anyone want to buy my package for $150? So we just stopped doing it because it wasn't what that was supposed to be about.
It didn't become a cigar smoker event anymore.
It didn't become a cigar smoker. But here's a perfect example when people try to, it really pisses me off when people try to break down something. Look, as a consumer, pay for it or don't pay for it. You don't need to break down how you think I came up with a retail price. Yeah. Because I got this email from a guy, I'm not trying to be smart, but let's just do some simple fucking math. Okay. Your buy-in is $10,000. Whatever you pay for the trip is, an airfare ticket. Let's just say $600, right? So that's $10,600, and you give out another $1,000 or $1,500 in gift card. That's $12,000. Okay, and you are collecting 150. I gotta do the math. Sorry, 150. It's been a few years. 150 by 250. You are collecting $37,000. How do you justify that? This is an email I got. I replied to the guy. I said, listen, I don't need to justify myself. I don't need to explain anything. If you don't feel it's worth it, don't do it. But let me help you with your simple fucking math. Do you think the hall that we play in for 8 hours was free?
It was just free. Yeah, they just let you
Do you
have
think
the
they just
place.
gave it to me?
Free.
Do you think
Smoke
the
cigars and
fucking dealers who get paid by the fucking hour are free? And the tables that you all played on that we had to rent were free? But this is what happens when people start playing that game, right? I don't know why consumers feel like they have to figure out how you come up. Listen, pay it, don't pay it. That's the rule. That's the way it is. Don't like the value and don't pay it. But regardless of what my bare bottom cost is, say it really was $12,000. I made $20,000 a day. You got $400 worth of cigars for a $250 buy-in and a chance to. What the fuck is there to complain about? You should be thanking me regardless of the fact. That's one of the things that turns me off when people start doing that kind of shit.
See, here's the thing, and let me break it down simply, maybe, because look, for better or worse, everybody knows the math, right? But everybody really doesn't understand the math because everybody just hears, Abe buys a cigar for $5 and sells it for $10. Right. That doesn't mean Abe took $5 and put it in his pocket and went home to his family. He's got to pay me. He's got to pay the floor guy. He's got to pay the electric bill. He's got to pay Matt Briggs. He's got to pay the lady that does the fucking payroll. He's got to pay my wife for doing the fucking whatever the fuck she does over there. Abe, just because you bought a cigar for $5 and sold it for $10, he didn't pocket $5.
He's got to make money. Guess what? He's got to make money. He's entitled to make money too.
Yeah, he's not in this. He's not in this to make friends.
Yeah,
he's not the making friends business.
Jimmy, go open a store and go price the stuff the way you want. I love when people who aren't even in the industry are talking about how stuff needs to be priced. Okay, in the words of the great Sal Fontana, who said, when the price of a cigar goes over the dollar, it's going to be the end of this industry. Then this industry ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
People are going to buy
Supply
cigars.
and demand balances everything out.
Think, they're going to price themselves out. It's all drama.
How long have we been hearing? I've been hearing this
for
16 years. Yes, I've been hearing this for 16 years. Yeah, I have been.
Just making drama over nothing. The price is the price. Pay it, don't pay it.
You pay or you don't pay. Exactly.
Don't count other people's
Wait,
money.
and here's the best part, because we were talking about gas, we were talking about vegetables. In this fucking world, you can just buy something else. You can buy. I can't buy cheaper gas. I can't buy cheaper.
What consumers want is not to have to pay more for what they want.
Right.
I don't want prices to go up on what I like. Then it becomes a problem. Just don't buy it. If I'm in this industry for another 10, 15 years, the low end price of cigars is going to be $15, $12. And if you think that cigar shops are going to close, or you're just not being real, you're just creating drama for nothing. That's not how it works.
Cigar shops are still operating in Canada. Cigars at $28 a cigar.
And
the low end price is going to be $15, and the low end price of gas is going to be $6.
How come I always hear never a better time for cigars? There's never a better time for cigars. That's all I hear.
Let me tell you something. Of the things you use every day, okay, and I'm not counting gas because they don't make money on gas. Okay, they make money on the fucking mini marts inside and stuff. What do you think operates on one of the lowest? Because I know one of the lowest margins I've ever seen. Believe it or not.
What?
Believe it or not, grocery stores.
Oh, grocery stores.
Yeah. You would know that, Abe. And you would know
really
that.
low margins.
Yeah. They operate on low margins. Yeah. And people have a heart attack because when they figure out, the industry keystone, you're only paying $5 and you're selling it for $10. Let me just tell you something. Over 80% of the stuff you buy every day outside a grocery is marked up 5, 6, 7 times. And they just don't know it. You just don't know it.
Your example of clothing was bang on. Like clothing is manufactured for $3-4 an article.
Clothes, all this
sold
shit.
For $80, $90, $100. Yeah.
Right.
So dollars. You ain't bitching they're making 50 times on the shirt you buy or the shoes you buy.
Right. Where we say most of these $15, $20, $30 cigars cost about $3 to make. Your $900, $800, $60, $50, $20 t-shirts cost about 60, 70 cents to make. $3 at the highest of the high end.
Hey, John, we just did? We kind of proved Saka's point.
T-shirts cost about 40 cents to make that you pay $20 for.
I was sitting there watching this conversation, how we don't talk about pricing, and
because it was the elephant in the room, right?
Exactly.
We don't have these. The thing is, the point that Coop was trying to make, and I agreed with him, is that we don't have these conversations. This is literally the first time Coop and I have had this conversation on a show ever. Really. We've never had a long form conversation about price because we don't give a shit, because it doesn't matter, because it costs what it costs, and the price is the price. And if you don't like it, buy something else. It's that simple. Yeah. It's really that simple.
Right.
All right. We're going to take a short break, come back with hour 2. Alex, new commercial up? Good job. All right. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for some more fun. Keep it lit.
Imagine not choosing Monte Cristo. Imagine not choosing greatness. The difference between us and everyone else is in our DNA. The flame of Monte Cristo never extinguishes, because greatness is more than high ratings and exceptional cigars. In greatness, there is history, development, and constant innovation. Choosing a Monte Cristo is not choosing the easy way. Choosing a Monte Cristo is deliberately choosing the best option. Since 1935, we have strived for excellence. Our brand is backed by thousands of pickers, bunchers, rollers, salespeople, and aficionados like you. Choosing Monte Cristo is more than simply choosing the best. It is joining a family that believes in greatness. It is knowing that Monte Cristo evolves with the times, but still maintains our values and storied traditions. Choosing a Monte Cristo is choosing not to settle for less than the best. Lighting a Monte Cristo is taking a trip down memory lane, yet enjoying the moment and getting excited about the future. Imagine not choosing Monte Cristo. Imagine not choosing greatness. Now our story continues. Without forgetting where we came from, we are creating the future, one blend at a time. Here's to the past, present, and future. Montecristo. Then, now, forever.
Honest Abe here with the GOAT to tell you about Smokin's Cigar of the Month Club. Alex, tell our fans out there why our club is the best darn club out there.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you why. Because every month I personally handpick 5 premium cigars. No filler, no fluff, no fugazis. These are all premium handmade name brands that you can find in any brick and mortar store in your area. All delivered to your door for $34.95. And our average monthly retail value since the inception of our club has been almost $57. Another great feature of our Cigar of the Month Club, Alex, tell them about the ease of our Cigar of the Month Club. I'll tell you, I hate subscription services. It's always a pain to cancel them, turning them on. We've made it super simple. All you gotta do is log into your account. There's a little green button there. If it's green, you're active. You want to take a break, you're going out of town, simply hit the button and you'll deactivate your membership. Want to turn it back on? The exact same easy process. You can turn it right back on. We've made it that easy for you. Another great feature is our Double Down Club. Alex, tell them about the Double Down Club. We had so many of our members reach out to us who really enjoyed our selections every month that they wanted to know there was a way they can get 2. And we've made that very simple. With a simple check mark, you can get double this great selections every month and save $10. Does our club have perks? Of course it have perks. You want to tell them about the perks? As a member of our club, every month there's a special discount code where if you like any of the selections, we will offer them to you, so you want to come and get some more, you can get them at a special discounted rate for our Cigar of the Month Club members. And finally, expedited shipping. Tell them how fast we get the stuff out, Alex. We get the stuff out on the 28th of every month. Our membership bills on the 28th, and we get every member's package out on the 28th if it's a shipping day. 5 great reasons on what makes Smokin' Cigar of the Month Club the best club out there. Check it out.
Oh, that was a quick coming back. I don't know what happened there. Welcome back to hour 2 of KMA Talk Radio. Yeah, there was supposed to be a little post-scene credit there. I don't know what happened. Fat thumb.
Guess it wasn't the new one.
I might as well click on it. What was that, John?
I guess it wasn't the new one. You got the new one queued up?
No. The new Summer of Saka.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, because it's August. Last month of Summer of Saka. Man, Summer of Saka just goes by too fast.
It's scary to think this is August.
Yeah, August 1st. All the new swag went up live at midnight. So be interesting to see this last and final month of Summer of Saka. I think it's gonna be the last year I'm gonna do watches too. We gave away watches for the last 2 years, so now I gotta.
Well, now it just means you're gonna have to think about what the next thing's gonna be.
What was that, John?
I said now that just means your brain's going to shift into thinking up what the next thing's going to be to replace the watches, right?
Yeah, I got that. I also got that we're probably not going to do our 30th anniversary this year. I think we're going to pull a Drew Estate and Fuente and Padron and celebrate our 30th anniversary next year. Was working on a project and special cigars, and I just the logistics of it getting here on time to celebrate this year is just not going to happen.
I'm sure.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I mean, like I said,
Yeah, it's almost industry standard.
What they did 5 years almost with the 20.
Yeah, well, there wasn't their announcement. Some of the PCA cigars from 2025 are now hitting in 2026, and I just shook my head. I'm like, well, that's just how things go. Unfortunately,
par for the course, as one would say.
Yeah. Look, go ahead.
I'm going to say there's two issues with what you just said. Issue one is they show the cigars, but they don't take orders for it. But it's the second issue that's the issue. If you're taking orders for it and then you don't deliver it for like over a year, that's a problem. Yeah.
I did have fun poking at the 250th cigar releases, and it's like, what you needed more of a heads up that the 250th was coming up. Like you can look at your calendar, it's coming. It's just the problem is you didn't start early enough is always the issue.
Yep.
And it always takes longer than what you think it's going to take, and there's always Murphy's Law of cigars. There's always going to be something.
Well, the problem is that I'm going to venture to say at least 75% of the people who came out with a 250th cigar started it when they heard someone else was already working on it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Which means you're already a year too late.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
We'll be there. So it's that time that we like to start every second hour of our show. We'd like to test the musical acumen of our team and our fans out there. It's time to find out, courtesy of the fine folks over at Macanudo Cigars. Can you name that jam?
Alrighty, we are heading back into the world of AI this week. I feel like this one's pretty straightforward. We're trying to keep we got to try to keep Abe engaged. So this one, I feel like he'll be able to get this one. Let's see what we got.
She give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a kind of friend indeed. I got a woman way over town. That's good to me.
That was a layup.
No.
I got to give you a layup once.
Oh, Coop doesn't know. I love it.
You know why? Coop doesn't know? Because the remake fucks him up. Because it's going to fuck up some people. I feel like.
I'm being honest.
John, do you know?
Really?
What is
No, my guess would be
I knew from the first fucking line.
No, it sounds like a Stones song, but it's not a Stones
Give
song.
me money.
John got it now.
Listen, I am completely lost on this one.
Gold Digger.
Okay.
Coop still doesn't know the song. Coop still probably doesn't know the song.
No, it's not his
That
genre.
is incorrect. That is
What
incorrect.
It's
It is not Gold Digger from Kanye West.
okay.
She gives me.
It is the original.
Oh, Ray Charles.
Well, the original, yeah.
How do you?
I know,
differentiate?
I'm missing this one too. I'm missing.
Are
this
the
one.
lyrics the same? How do you differ?
I don't think Rick. I don't think.
I didn't say Kanye West. I just said Gold Digger.
Well, it's not. The name of the song is not Gold Digger from Ray Charles either. It's I Got a Woman.
Yeah.
And he doesn't call her.
No,
Ray
right.
Charles also. Kanye calls her a trifling woman, indeed.
Yeah, that's a big miss on mine. I should have known.
But yeah, I figured it would most.
I should have known this one.
But
Yeah,
that's good enough. I'd
Yeah.
take it. I'd take it.
But
I'm
Alex
not
is right. It's
infallible,
the
guys.
remake threw people off.
The remake.
Why would the remake throw people off?
I still don't even know there was a remake.
Because everybody remembers Gold Digger.
Yeah,
But
it's
it's
recency
the actual-
bias, and yeah. And honestly, I mean, Kanye's one,
Because I'll give
was
you
very
a
popular.
perfect example. Even when I thought of the song, I had to look up Gold Digger sample because I couldn't remember the name of the actual Ray Charles
Right.
song.
I never knew it was a different name, and I actually saw the movie, which is a great movie.
I did too. Incredible movie. I should have known this one. This is a big.
Well, how old is the Ray Charles song? It's got to be 65 years now.
50s, 60s, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's not. I like to think that the 2000s are only 5 years ago, but
54. I just looked it
it's
up.
a little
54.
longer.
Wow.
While we're in the world of AI, I gotta say, I've been working.
Well, hold on, before you go there, this segment's been brought to you by the fine folks over at Macanudo Cigars, testing your musical acumen every fine Saturday morning. Thank you to the folks over at Mac. All right, now go ahead, Alex.
So I've been working on a project. Abe got a little taste of it. We have an exciting new user experience for the Summer of Soccer grand finale.
Are you wanting to show it?
No, I don't want to show it. I mean, I can find it.
No, I didn't know you bought it. Alex.
But no, the way I think the user experience will be much better. It's also going to be simpler for me. We are no longer giving wheelofnames.com free advertisement. We have built our own infrastructure.
Nice. Alex has built his own randomizing wheel, which I saw yesterday. It's actually pretty. It's still not even like polished or touched up, and it's still pretty fucking cool. It's pretty fucking.
And I think the user experience will be. You guys will be able to see a list of winners as we're spinning. It's going to be great.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Like that.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he built it from scratch, so I got to give him credit where credit's due. I got him.
Little Claude AI, a
lot of Claude AI. A lot of Claude AI. Shout out to Ryan Miller. Ryan Miller has really been
great guy. Great guy.
We've been really going down this AI, and whenever he comes up with something, and he was actually the one that gave me not necessarily the idea, but the insight on, if you're a techie guy, interactive HTMLs. Claude has the ability to make them incredibly well, and literally just telling it what you want. You don't need any type of coding whatsoever.
Yep. Yeah, and just so typically, I think what a lot of people do is they'll use two different code bases. So you compare the Claude AI to another code base, and you just kind of go back and forth to tighten up the code a little bit. But as long as you have a really sound idea, you can work through it. It's really changed programming significantly.
Yeah, so
gone are the days of coding in Notepad.
Why? Oh, me not teaser free because of the wheel? It's a fucking
yeah. No, I'm just making a joke because Coop is teaser free, but KMA is not teaser free.
KMA is not teaser free, so that's right. It's not my.
And we've never been.
No,
we've never been exactly. So
in fact, we specialize in it.
Yeah.
That's cool though. I like the idea of seeing the winners. I think that's a lot of fun for people to.
Oh, here,
because there's always that.
Here, I'll show you. Fuck it.
I knew you wanted to show it off.
I am proud of this.
Very proud of this.
I think there's always that element when people roll, right? They're like, are people actually winning this, and who's winning this, right? In the back of your mind, you're always questioning that. So, I think it's cool that you can see. I think that's satisfying to be like, oh, Ryan won the whatever. That's kind of a cool thing. I like that.
So here. This will be our new wheel. This isn't even stylized, but as you guys will be able to see what you're winning, you'll be able to see what's being rolled for.
Let me just preempt this a little bit.
Go ahead.
Oh, you already did. So if you don't know why Alex is showing this, obviously one of the biggest promotions probably in the whole cigar industry is our Summer of Soccer program. And at the end of it, we have monthly drawings every month, June, July. But at the end, we give away, I think this year it's over 141 prizes. So Steve will get on the podcast with us. We'll be talking, and Alex is in the background doing this wheel. And it'll be 10 of this item, 5 of this item. And as you get up to the number 1, then it becomes obviously 1 of this item. But it's a long drawing process. Alex got a copy and paste name. As you can see now, it's automatically did 3 of 3 of this prize. And then it keeps the names over here on the right.
And then it'll hop to the next prize.
Hop to the next prize.
But here's what's also nice. That I got. All right, let's say Mike Russo already has a guillotine at the Saka. He says, spin it again. All I have to do is click and watch. All right, we're respinning for the guillotine at the Saka.
Right?
Oh, it goes back into the prize pool.
It'll go back into the prize pool. Yes.
Oh,
and I even left this little thing so you could see how many actual people and how many actual tickets are in the pool.
Alex, you should license this.
I should what?
License
it? I mean, I'd have to.
You know,
I probably could.
$100 per
yourself,
use.
folks.
Can I throw an extra fun twist?
Guys like me will just pay $100 to use it.
So, because I love to scratch Abe's brain. Abe, have you considered when you get down to the final prize pool of doing a little Monty Hall, what's behind the door choice, just to make people really?
We used to do that at TGS every year.
Yeah, we used to do it in the live giveaways. We could do that, but when everybody's like, you can't have that communication during this type of a drawing because no one's on live. But you know what I used to do?
But you used to do that with the silver, right?
When we had
cards,
big prizes, right? So I'd always do a buyback to buy the keys or buy their opportunity back. So they had to either all agree to take the money and I get whatever the prize was at an extremely good discount, or they take their chance and they do it. But you know what? I think I am going to do the Monty Hall kind of thing for our 30th anniversary. That might be a fun way to do it. I got to think about it. But yeah, I might make it.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, people get really thrilled about, because you're yelling at the screen. You're like, no, don't give it back. Don't.
I might find a way. I might find a way. I'm already thinking about how I could do this. But yeah, you'll have a choice of what's behind door number 1, number 2, or number 3, or what's underneath box number 1. Number 2, number 3. Yeah, I'll think about this. We might be able to make something happen.
Like a one wild card. Gary, you're 100% right. I do find that it is better on high effort, but yeah, people before you go and copy and paste that damn comment on Facebook that you want people to believe is your comment. You check your AI because sometimes it gets it just off.
Yeah, I'll do it. ChatGPT all the time. All the time.
And then you're right to call me out on that. Yeah, no fucking shit, I'm right. I pay you $30 a month. Get it fucking right.
It does. Oh, yeah. Thank you for calling me out. That's hilarious. All right. Coop, how are we doing on news this week? Any nitty gritty, or do we use up all our nitty gritty in segment 1?
I don't know if there's anything like hot, but there's news stories.
It's good news. I feel like it's good news.
Yeah.
It's better than just shipping announcements.
Yeah, I think we have a couple of shipping announcements, but there's a couple interesting ones that shipped.
That's funny, Randy. All right. It's time to find out what is going on in this industry. Always teaser and rumor free. It's time to find out what's the scoop with Coop.
Hey, yo, what's my theme music?
The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com.
All right, let's kind of kick this one off with a release that kind of caught Alex's attention. Yagua has a new size that's being released, and it's in a
Did they finish releasing the first size?
What do you mean finish releasing it?
What I'm saying is, if you can't make enough of one size, why even introduce a second size?
So that's something I wasn't aware of, that they weren't keeping up with the demand.
That was my own. I just hope it's not at the expense of the Toro.
Yeah, because they didn't say what the
that was kind of what I was alluding to.
That's the only way it would make sense, if they would stop making the one size and this next one's going to be a new size. Like
wait a minute, let's get to the story. We're talking about it, dude. Get to the.
So
he's not sure.
Well, here's the thing. It's a 5. They didn't say anything if the Toro shipping, but there's a 5x56 Robusto shipping. It's not exactly a smaller size than that Toro. It's probably using comparable amounts of tobacco here.
Sure.
So, and if folks don't know about Yagua, this is the cigar that they don't use a cigar mold. After they roll it, they kind of put it in the frond of a Yagua tree, which is like the leaves of a Yagua tree. And the thing is, each of these cigars have kind of a different press shape to it when you get them. It's it's an affordable release. I always said $10.50 is not bad for a good Connecticut broadleaf cigar here.
So we were talking in the green room about when the Yagua project was originally announced. Kind of was J.C. Newman thinking about how big? Were they truly dialed into just how big this project was going to take off? To your point, Abe, of I don't know that they were expecting the demand. I mean, I think they thought it was going to be popular, but I don't think they were expecting the demand that they got when they released it.
I think they're actually probably
not like storytelling mode, but defined and held back by the process of how they have to be made.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a labor-intensive process. Yeah,
and I'll tell you what. To me, they've gotten better at it because I remember when the first shipment, they were very wet. I feel like some of the boxes were moldy. They were still wet. I wasn't into it at first. It was a tough cigar. It was wet. It had to sit. And I mean, now when you get them, they're ready to go. Enjoy them.
They don't fully ferment the Connecticut broadleaf wrapper on there, and that's part of that. And I think they had to kind of get the timing of how much they actually needed that thing to sit before.
Because in my Rome coupe, they were very.
They were, and they got better. I totally agree with that.
No, I enjoyed the cigar. Yeah. I look for them too.
Yeah, and I think that look, this was a very this was an innovative project they were doing, and I think there was some learning with this. Yeah, and I say if you had it like 5 years ago and you haven't had it, I give it a shot because it is a really good cigar. Yeah.
Well, to your point, Coop, that's the challenge of doing something new and exciting is you're going to run into problems that you didn't know you were going to run into until you run into them, and then you're like, oh crap, we didn't know it was going to be too wet, and we didn't know it was going to take extra time, and
I really wonder.
Just a disclaimer: if you haven't had it and you're thinking about getting it, you better think quick because they disappear.
Yeah,
plenty of people already have their minds made
in stock now.
I don't think so.
Let me see.
Can they pre-order?
Yeah, they didn't talk box counts that they were shipping.
We can't do a pre-order, John, because we don't order that product. It's not like I say, hey, send me 10 bucks. It's like, hey, 8 boxes showed up, 10 boxes showed up.
No Toros in stock.
So you'll take whatever you can get, but you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, so we can't do a pre-order on that.
Fair enough.
You could order X number and then they ship you Y number. Yeah. So
I don't even know if they take orders.
They just ship it. They just ship this.
I just think once you have it in the system, they'll just ship you when you have them. But that's interesting. I got to ask my buyer about that. But I can't imagine they take orders because what's the point? We would never order the quantity we get. We'd probably order 20 times what we get. So what's the
you don't know what to put out.
Yeah, what's the point of taking orders? It's a wasted exercise.
Smells like a smoking exclusive brewing to me. Is what?
Yeah. Limited to only 12 boxes.
That's right.
Yep. All right. Next release. Sampler has come out this month from Placencia. It's called the Red, White, and Blue Sampler. It's a 3 cigar limited edition sampler that only went to e-commerce sites, is what they said.
They must have not made a 250 cigar, did they?
I was going to say this is the laziest American 250, even though I wasn't really in on.
They announced this on July 4th, by the way.
Actually, I mean, they did or didn't, but this is the.
They're like, I think we got a red band, a white
band, and a blue band. That's what I saw with this. Yeah,
they shouldn't even have done it. It's so bad.
Can I get a Coop ruling on this? Does this qualify as under the 250th rules that we set up for this year?
I don't think it should. I don't think it should.
It really shouldn't.
Because like if Zycar did the swag bunker on one of their lighters, I can't count that,
Okay.
So it's kind of like it's got to be a new product made for the 250.
Yeah. Then you should probably say 250th.
Yeah.
That is so bad. And then why only e-commerce?
I don't know. Like I said, they were really quiet about this release. I didn't really see this reported anyway. I had to do some digging on this and find out what was in there and everything. It's like 3 Toro-sized cigars for $59.
Wait,
how much?
$59 for 3 Toro-sized cigars. But those cigars are not cheap.
Placencia, they're $20.
2 of those cigars are not cheap.
Yeah, Placencia.
Yeah, 15, 20, 25. But even still, again, just from a retail standpoint, why only e-commerce? Them fucking little 3-pack EPC ones, they sell like shit in the stores.
Samplers,
a little 3-pack is perfect for the fucking store.
That's my feeling on that. Like you could just go into the store, they're on the shelf.
It's easier to sell a 3-pack sampler than a 10-pack sampler any day of the fucking week in the store. I can tell you that now in the store.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I didn't understand that move at all.
Can you show that picture again?
You got a red, white, and blue.
Okay, so. Is that just a poster in the background? That's not a box.
Or is that the box? I don't know.
I believe that's the box.
Okay, well, I mean, the box is cool. If it comes in a box.
Yeah.
Wait, how can that be the box?
It'd be too big for the cigars.
There's only 3 cigars in this box.
It could be just like a slide, slide it out kind of. thing.
Like a paper, little paper box.
I'm looking at. Oh, so there's another website that has the box that it's like what I thought it was. Yeah, it slides out. It's a paper box.
That's good though. I mean, it's a premium product. I think it's good. And Coop, you've certainly been vocal about this. If you're going to release a premium product, the packaging kind of needs to match. So I like the idea that it comes in a package that kind of
like
matches
a
the
Davidoff
product.
type.
I am surprised there's always interesting samplers on my website.
So fuck them.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with that. Yeah.
What did you just mumble?
I said it's in a Davidoff type box. I would show you the picture, but it's from another retailer's website. So fuck them.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. Yeah.
Look it up yourself, folks.
I mean, that's so unimpressive.
Yep.
I mean, it just reeks of, oops, let's throw something together.
Yep. But you know what though?
What?
Do they even have a sampler?
They have some samplers.
Do they have them?
They do. They have some nice wooden box samplers.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have the lines, like to make one for like this was just like literally we got a red cigar, a white cigar, and a blue cigar. Let's make a pack. It's
like I don't see like I said,
somebody got yelled the fuck at for not thinking of it while everybody else put it up, and that's what happened to him. Hopefully, trying to save his ass. Hey, I got an idea.
Wait a minute. This is the same company that we had a rep come on the show and tell us about how stupid swag was. You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. I don't know if he came on the show or he made a post.
There's a whole new regime though.
Well, he made a post. He made a post on social media and then we invited him on the show.
We brought him on. We brought Wayne on.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still there or not.
They've revamped the whole.
He's already been in 4 companies after that.
No, listen, I think Placencia is great. It does well, but this was just unnecessary, an unnecessary move. You didn't need to make.
Yeah.
I just think it looks worse than just doing nothing at all.
Right.
Right. To have done nothing at all would have been more respectable.
Yeah. Or I would have, like Alex said, bring these to the B&Ms because that's where you're going to sell these.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yep. You're counting.
What else you got,
I agree.
Cooper?
All right, another sampler. Black Label Trading Company's done their first fresh pack. It's a Toro fresh pack of 4 of their lines in 6x50 Toros. It's the Royalty, Porcelain, Lawless, and Last Rights. So that's going to sell for $40. Now, what's interesting about this is only in the last couple of years, Black Label Trading Companies released traditional Toros. They haven't really done that in a while. James was resistant to that, from what I heard.
Yep. Yeah. James is a traditionalist, man. People don't realize, like he, as I sit here smoking my Lancero, James is a diehard traditionalist. He likes the skinnies. He likes the traditional sizes. So it's funny that Toro is just not an offering.
Even without the Toros, though, I don't love fresh packs in any fashion.
Oh, dude, you just beat me what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. I don't. But I will say this about Black Label. That is a company that has trained their customer base to look for, and they produce well done. Some of their hottest selling shit are like limited sampler pack shits that they come out with year to year. So
those like
so this is like the regular line of the samplers that people are used to buying because people look for those type of Black Label samplers. It'll probably do well for them.
To your point, Alex. To your point, Alex. I think the reason is it's always exciting if it's something I can't otherwise get. Right, that drives me to go. Okay, well, this is not just 4 cigars. You get the Toro, which you can't otherwise. So that's a good hook. That's a smart, well thought out hook.
So maybe it's, I don't know, I'm just old, crotchety, or whatever, and maybe John and Coop, you could throw in your 2 cents, and more importantly, I'd like to really know. I mean, we got a lot of people watching live right now. I'd really like to know in the comment. But every time I see a fresh pack, I'm like disgusted by it. I don't like. Don't get me wrong. We got Perdomo fresh packs in a few of our stores,
and many of them do well.
And they do well. But maybe it's the first retailer. I mean, it just makes me feel like I'm a 7-Eleven.
And that's it, Abe. Even when it's, I don't care what brand it is, I still envision that one Trinidad in a plastic pack behind the counter at Walgreens. That's still just what I see. Right.
I mean, could you imagine
like walking in and buying 4 Padrones in a gas station in a Ziploc bag or whatever.
No.
It just, I don't know of the connotation with me or what it is, but I get turned off so quickly when I see cigars being marketed and sold in like a fresh pack with a hole in the fucking bag.
Punch hole, yeah.
You can peg it on the board. Is this just me? Am I out or how?
That's how I feel about fresh packs too.
I kind of, my son worked retail and he just got tons of people who wanted them for the golf course all the time. Like that's when he would sell them. Yeah.
You buy 5 cigars or whatever you like, it goes in a fucking Ziploc bag from the retailer anyway.
Yeah. Fair point.
I'm of two minds because from the retail days.
Special.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Perdomo, which I think they do a great job with it, they give you a lot of options with that, and you maybe don't carry all of them. Like, so there's a Maduro fresh pack, there's a fresh pack maybe within the lot 23 or something like that. So that I could see where it does give you a way, either a horizontal or vertical sample to try.
I mean, look, I'm not saying
but you can put it. But I get what you're saying. You're not.
I'm not saying that there's not maybe some functionality to it or purpose to it. It just.
I'm with you, Abe, and maybe it's just being picky, but like,
yeah.
I'm like, give me that. Look, better cigar or not, give me that Crux little box 5-pack over that plastic.
I love that.
I love how they package. I would much prefer to see fresh pack still looking like the elegant luxury product it is, and not in a plastic bag. That's just me.
I see what.
I think we've gotten away from, even though this isn't this is the every man's luxury product still a luxury product, whether we want to admit
it'd be cool if it was in like a slide box, like Oliva does a great job with their slide sampler box, which I think is one of the better sampler boxes out there. But of course, the moment you get into a box, then it's a conversation of you're adding cost and you're adding a challenge to the market, right? Because you got to get those boxes made, and you're always going to be challenged getting the inventory of the boxes because it's always a problem. I don't know, man. I think, to me, again, the hook here is it's not just 4 from the regular line. To your point, Abe, we can't just grab them out of a box and throw them in a bag. There's specific sizes, and I think that, to me, is a differentiator. I like that idea.
I agree, but how much better? Just give it to me in a paper box. In a little paper carton. I just don't like fresh packs. I don't like. I'm with Abe. It just gives me that Walgreens feeling.
Fair enough.
And it's also, one less thing we'd have to argue about for fucking regulations and shit. What else you got, Cooper?
All right, this is an interesting. I thought this was one of the more interesting stories. You guys may not think that, but Apostate Cigars, who I think it's a brand you guys just brought in, right? And they're distributed by Oveja Negra. At the trade show, they were taking orders for a cigarillo called the Lost Pages, and now it's heading into retailers. What I thought was interesting about this is they're a pretty small company, and they're making a machine-made cigarillo, which, you don't often hear a boutique company making something machine-made, but they are doing that using kind of the leftover tobaccos they have from their various lines there. 100-count box for $145. I don't personally get excited about a cigarillo, but I thought this was a really interesting move that they made here to do that. I don't know what you guys think of cigar. I'm not a big cigarillo guy.
Do you think it's interesting just because they're boutique?
Yes. I'm not saying that I know others have done it, but you don't see a lot of. But they were very open, saying, "Hey, this is machine made on this," and I thought that was pretty transparent.
God, looking at that package instantly reminds me of Sal Fontana. That's the kind of stuff Sal would do. He'd find something like this. He'd buy the 100-count box, and then he'd carry around an empty tin of Hoya de Monterrey cigarillos, and he would just fill them up. And he would just smoke those all day.
How much are they?
$1.45 a cigar, 100-count box.
For a daily smoker, that's a good deal.
If you like a cigarillo, I don't think a cigarillo is a replacement for the cigar experience, is my point.
No, of course. My problem with Apostate, and I've had a couple of, man, they're just hard to fucking remember what you like. The names are tough, man. There is no giveaway of what the cigar is. Like, we have this very nice Corona sampler in the shop, and I'm just like, fuck, I got to go to their website to see what's what, and maybe it's just because I'm not that familiar with the brand. I've only smoked a little bit. It's just hard to remember like what's what.
Interesting.
What else?
What else you got, Coop?
All right, we have another value price line coming out of La Aurora, the Santiago connection. So they're coming out with two blends, a Maduro and a Connecticut. On two sides of Robusto Toro. They're going to go for $2.50 for the Robusto, $3 for the Toro. I like the packaging on this. I mean, you guys may disagree, but they didn't hide it in a craft paper bundle. I liked that you could see the cigars. I thought the bands looked good. I mean, for a $2.50 cigar. They didn't say if it's long filler or not, so I don't know. I'm assuming it's mixed. I'm assuming it's a mixed filler here. But I thought it looked pretty good, and like I said, I thought that looked pretty good. The Maduro is shipping like now, and the Connecticut ships probably in about a month, is what they're saying. And if you notice, they don't even put the La Aurora name on that one. It's just Santiago, which is
So I have a question on this for the panel, because this is interesting, and I feel like there's been this huge jump up, call it the last 10 months of, and I don't know if this is not to have this price conversation yet again, which is weird, but has there been a jump in the number of super affordable sort of $2, $3 under cigars? Because I feel like
there has been. I think there has been.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. All the way around. All the way around. There's the move back to the $8, $9 cigar has seen some life. Got to give a lot of credit to the McAuliffe crew.
I think it's just like, a market. So some things self-adjust over time, right? I mean, the more the spread goes, if there's a way some guy can be more economical about it, it's a market he could tap that other people are ignoring. It's always going to happen in a free market.
So question, because I'm going to go from my son's experience. Do you find Quorum is still the king in this space? Was Quorum would sell crazy?
I think Quorum is probably the number one selling.
Yeah.
In that space. And I think Drew Estate is probably Factory Smokes is behind that.
I agree. I think they Quorum's had a lot of years ahead of that. So I agree. Yes.
Alan,
I agree. So I think
you're kind of making our point though, Alan. That's the point, right?
Yeah, it's not meant for
that's the point. Cigars should really be in places that don't have humidors. Like cigars should be sold in cigar shops and lounges. That's kind of the point.
CAO Surplus just came out with a line as well at that $2, two and change kind of. So that's kind of what
I've heard nothing but raves about that.
Real quick, guys,
dude,
audience, we're getting to the point where it's almost hard to chase whatever these idiots are doing in the comments. I know you see them, but we're deleting as fast as possible.
Yeah.
We just finished reviewing. I think we haven't published them all, but we've just finished reviewing all 4 of the surplus. 3 of the surplus, I should say. And I was shocked at how good back to the value proposition, to Alex's point of if it's at a certain price point, you have to take something away to make that price point. That's just how the equation works. I'm shocked at how smokable some of these cigars, like even the factory smokes, I was shocked at how smokable they are at the price point they are, where I go, you know what, for a daily smoker, this is actually shockingly good, much better than I would have thought. If you'd released that 10 years ago, it's a much better cigar, I think.
Yeah.
Anything else you got, Coop?
One last story. In the accessory world.
Let's go.
Yeah, accessory world. Zycar is getting ready to ship the Illume line, which is a revamped version of the Illume line. This is a lighter that's been in the portfolio for a while. They've kind of tweaked a little bit of the designs of these, and they tweaked the angling of the flames. And there's 3. There's an Illume 1, Illume 2, Illume 3. It refers to the number of jets, but as the number goes up, the lighter gets bigger. So the one on the right is the Illume 1. That's a single jet pocket lighter. The Illume 2 is also a pocket lighter, but a little bigger. And then the Illume 3 is a table lighter. So these are shipping. They're going to range from $59 for the 1, $69 for the 2, and $99 for the 3. 7 colors.
Multiple colors, Coop?
Multiple colors: black, black and rose, gunmetal, blue, red, gold, green, and gold. I think a lot of
the Illume 1 is my favorite Zycar because I'm a small lighter guy. The Illume 1 is my favorite Zycar product for a small lighter.
I think a lot of what drove this, from what I remember talking to them at the trade show, is swag bunker, because the old one they really couldn't put the swag bunker on there. So I think this was something where they could do that. They also put that red fuel window on there, which is a life. I tell you what, fuel windows are useless. Yeah, the red fuel windows are great. Those are so they kind of redesigned that as well.
Have you been to the swag bunker, Coop?
No, not yet.
It's kind of a cool little setup. They got a nice little setup there.
Yeah, I really want to go. I should call Jimmy and see if he can get me in there.
My wallet would never recover.
Yeah, but they are cool. Like I said, I think it's cool that the swag bunker. I think it's a cool concept, by the way, and they do nice work with that.
They make a lot of our specialty event cutters, like Summer of Soccer or stuff like that. When we need like themed stuff to give away, special prizes, we work with them a lot of stuff.
It's a great concept. So I think, like I said, this lighter, which has been a popular line for a while, over 10 years, I think that's why they did that, is so they could swag bunker these things. So made some sense.
It's interesting your comment, Alex, about the lighter size you prefer. I'm kind of in the middle. I like the single torch, but I like the big tank because I just hate filling my lighters because I constantly feel like I'm reaching for lighters and they're out of fuel. So if I can go, 15, 20 cigars between refills, that's kind of where I'm at.
That's like the tactical one. That's the exact lighter I carried when I worked retail because I like a single flame, but it had enough fuel for the 50 people that were asking me, I know you got a lighter,
Yeah.
And it's this thing, I've dropped this. I've probably dropped this 40 times. And I don't even there's a little bit of scuffing in the bottom. Yeah. I cannot believe how well this is held up to the abuse that I've served it.
I do got to say, over 30 years of being in this industry, I think it's across the board. Lighters are so much more durable than they used to be. Lighters used to fall apart.
I'm noticing this.
Libre was one of the biggest lighter companies ever that I think at one point where they weren't just in cigar shops, they were in suit stores and department stores and all their lighters went to shit. I think that was demise
garbage.
Demise of the whole company. I think just across the board, lighters have become more durable and better quality and lasting longer than they used to by far.
Yeah, it makes me laugh when someone buys a lighter and then they complain about the reliability, and it's like, I don't know that a lot of people use lighters as much as I do. And I feel like, come on, guy, minimal maintenance to keep. And I've got some Zycar stuff that's going on 20 years now, and it still fires up every single time. I mean, it does, you do have to purge it every once in a while, but I just don't have this widespread problem of lighters not lighting. They all will, I could go fill one right now with fuel and it'll light up on the first go. So I don't get it. They're very reliable.
That where was it? This is literally my desk in my office. Literally.
Again, I agree with Gary on that.
That's exactly it.
I have that all the time. They all are out
all the time.
And
click. God damn, which one's got gas in it?
And I don't have the butane in the same room, of course. Yeah.
Of course not. Or the can that you have in that room is fucking empty.
Right.
Empty.
That's the worst.
Ain't that the truth?
Oh, geez.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, is that all you got for us this week?
That's what we got for this week. Yeah.
All right. Please take your time and whenever you want real up-to-date and serious industry news, rumor and teaser free, go visit our man Coop at cigar-coop. Yes.
.com.
Banner off. Perfect. All right. What do we got next? We don't have our. Why don't we have a picks this week? Well, you're not here next week, so you want to start it after you come back. That's right. All right. So we do have the announcement for season 14. I can't believe we're doing this. We're on number 14 of these things.
With us talking boxing, Alex and I.
It all started with Coop and Alex talking boxing.
We had to kill Showtime. We were at a moment where we just had to kill Showtime.
Yeah, that's how we started it.
And now it became Tale of the Tape. This is our 14th season coming up. Let's show the audience, not next week, but it'll start the week after. Let's show them what the new theme is for season 14.
There you have it.
Man, I hate checks so much. I cannot. I could do 20 minutes
checks
on
is one
how
of those
much I hate
things
checks.
that I feel like everybody should be glad has gone to the wayside.
You know,
What?
Paper checks. Paper checks.
Oh, checks. I thought you meant like checks, the snack. I'm like, how do we start talking about checks?
See, Alex,
but I
when
will
I
say
gave you
this.
Go ahead, Alex.
Go ahead, Cooper. Go ahead.
I was just saying, when I gave you my list, I was concerned because of the progress word. And I'm not sure if some of mine qualified as progress, but I guess you gave it the okay. So
no, but yeah, everybody independently kind of landed it. Some of our lists is more like experience or the moment that are just not a part of life. So we didn't just because everybody was like, I'm not sure. I think, and we all kind of independently landed at some of that. So a lot of it,
cool.
You will see is like the experience or the moments of that just don't happen anymore.
Right.
Yep.
I think most of my list is that. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Everybody kind of stayed away from just like
because here's the thing. There's no one. So I did the way I did my list because when you use the word casualty, right, is it's something that you would want back.
Yes.
Right?
Sure.
It's gone, but you want back. None of those gadgets you want back. Who the fuck wants a corded phone back? Who wants a pay phone back? Most of these gadgets you really don't want back. So mine ends up being more. We'll find out on your list.
My number one is going to be controversial. Based
my number 10 is one I want back.
Cupio's got the controversial picks.
This one's because if you put it in that context, it will be controversial. That's why. If you don't put it in that context, it won't be. Yeah.
Well, that's the way I looked at my list.
Yeah.
And John, this will be your first season, man. You don't have to just like read your
right,
whole
give your number 8, number 4, and number 2.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing is I'm also throwing a wrench in because Alex is gone next week, and I'm going to be gone, unfortunately, the week after, which is kind of a drag.
Video. Can you record me a video?
Yes.
I'll record a video. I got all the gear.
Record a video.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, that's what we started doing instead of stretching it out. Was we started just doing a recorded video for our picks.
Yep.
Because some of our seasons went on
were
like
less than
20
6
weeks.
fucking months.
They usually do anything. Well, Great Smoke always throws a monkey wrench into the season.
For sure.
So I feel if we can get done before a Great Smoke, it helps.
Great Smoke throws a monkey wrench in everything.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's just one of those things. It's monstrosities. Its weight is felt everywhere across the company. Even my family. Even my friends.
Even my family.
Huh?
Even my family.
So that's fucking funny. All right. So you said we didn't have one, but now we do have one. Would you rather?
I have it. Yeah. It's a little early. Nah, it's not. It's 11:50. It's also what's divisive.
That's the best kind.
Would you rather is divisive?
No, it's not that kind of divisive. It's just divisive, and some of us just aren't into the shit they're talking about.
That was like last week. Yeah, that was
like last
week.
It's good for John though. It's liquor shit.
All right. Well, let's run. Let's see. Typically how we end everybody's show. Let's see. Would you rather? What do you got for us this week, Alex?
Here we go.
Would you rather have your bourbon in cocktails forever or neat forever?
Ooh.
I can answer that one. Okay. The last week's was tougher. This was a little easier, yeah.
All right, so let me just differentiate one thing first. Is she says cocktails is the same cocktail, or you could have
you gotta either
whatever cocktails you want.
You're mixing it.
Yeah.
No, but I'm
you just can't have a.
Oh wait, let's re-listen because now you give up a good point. You give a good point.
Would you rather have your bourbon in cocktails forever or neat forever?
So any type of cocktail, but just has to be cocktail.
Yes. I know all the purists are going to say neat forever, but I gotta go cocktail. It's just going to be very hard to do the same thing over and over and over forever again, where at least cocktails, I can mix it up and have variety. I get very paranoid when you try to lock me into something forever.
I obviously don't drink, but if I did, I feel like it would be cocktail too. I just don't like the taste of alcohol, but I feel like I find things like old fashioned, smoky old fashions interesting. So yeah, I'd probably be a cocktail guy too.
That's a tough one. It's a tough one because I love neat. I'm a neat guy. I mean, I basically drink 95% of my whiskey neat. But the flip side is that you have to consider you're never going to have a bourbon cocktail ever again. And to Abe's point, man, there's a lot of great cocktail, and there's something to be said about like you can have a cocktail and a cigar. Every bourbon is not necessarily going to go with a cigar, right? Like I'm thinking of it from the cigar perspective. That's tough. I'm leaning towards neat, but I feel like I'm going to miss the cocktails.
I went neat.
That's why I did it. That's why I did it.
I went neat by a small margin because there's so many bourbons out there. I kind of like comparing them and stuff. I get the point you guys say about the cocktails. A lot of times the cocktails are so dependent on the other things you put in there. I don't know necessarily if I'm always going to get a good one with that. But the neat's kind of a safer option.
I guess I could always pivot to, to the comments point. I can pivot to a rum cocktail or maybe a, Irish whiskey cocktail or Scotch whiskey cocktail. But, oh, man, it would suck to give up cocktails.
Yeah. Please someone get Alan the ice pick.
This segment has been brought to you by the fine folks over at Drew Estate. So thank you very much, folks over at Drew Estate. And I want to thank everybody out there who joined us on this fine Saturday morning, the best way to start your Saturday. We hope you enjoy the rest of the weekend, and we'll be back next week to do it again. Until then, keep it lit.